Alright guys, so I'm only a couple years into this thing, and I'm trying to post as many videos as possible, so every day I'm thinking, what do I wish I would have known before I got started on this whole thing? And something I wish I knew that I had like a good comparison of was, you know, I need to clear out a space. What do I want? Do I want pigs or do I want goats? Because that's usually what people are going to. They either want goats or they want pigs. And so I ended up with both within a pretty short period of time, just a few months of one another. And now I have a pretty good comparison. So from my experience, pigs are great at totally transforming a landscape and being destructive, where goats are good at, you know, destroying stuff, but not really tilling up soil and things of that nature. So over here, this is our goat pen, and this is where we've had goats for a few months, since like December, January time. And you can see out here there's tons of just grass and stuff growing, and there's, you know, all these plants growing. There's leaves on the trees out here. Inside here, these short trees, all the leaves are off of them. They'll reach up and grab the leaves off the top. The bark is stripped off of these two trees. Some of the trees, because I don't really want these trees in here, I just grab and like snap and just have them hang down so that the goats can get to them. But even these trees that are a little bit taller, they'll kind of climb up and push them over and eat the tops of them. So there's not really anything green on the ground. You just see kind of sticks and stuff. I mean, maybe there's a little bit, but it's just, I guess, not what the goats prefer to eat, right? And everything that's kind of like shoulder height and below is for the most part gone. So all that's really left is sort of dirt patches and stuff. Then we walk over here to where the pigs are, and you can see a pretty good side-by-side comparison. This is what this whole area looked like, but you can see they're stomping through here, breaking sticks, mulching up these leaves by just stepping on them. They're tilling up the ground and the soil over here, and really totally changing the landscape. I mean, I'm gonna post a comparison video later, but like, this all looked like this. It was just like 4 or 5 feet tall, like briars and other stuff over here. You couldn't really see into this thick stuff over here at all. It was just totally grown up. And the pigs have kind of like burrowed and tunneled their way through there. And eventually, what the pigs are going to turn this into is, and if you've seen plenty of this if you've been watching my videos, because I've been posting just tons of stuff about pigs, but eventually what that will turn into is something, oh, almost there, that looks a little bit more like this. So they've only been in there a few days, but it will eventually become, and I planted some grass seed in here, this. A lot of exposed roots, a lot of rocks turned over and tilled over, a lot of small trees and stuff left behind. But if you're questioning, should I get goats or should I get pigs, I think the real answer is, if you're cleaning up land or and it's not already pasture, then you should get both. So goats, great on the pasture, but also great for cleaning up stuff in the woods. But my woods are thick and dense, and there's a lot of invasive species in here, so I want the pigs to come in here and just ravage and destroy everything, disturb the soil, so that I have hopefully a native seed bank that is gonna have native species growing up that have just been, you know, placed in there over years. And then I'm gonna bring the goats in here, and the goats are gonna come in and eat all the leaves off of these trees, and maybe strip the bark off of some stuff and just clean it up a little bit more. And then I'm just gonna come behind and I'm gonna chop down all these little tiny trees that are left behind. Maybe I'll get some of the big sticks and stuff out of the way. And in a few months, I'll probably repeat the process again. Bring the pigs over here again, let them do a little bit more disturbance, maybe a shorter period of time. Bring the goats back through again, and just repeat that over and over. There's plenty of stuff like this that, you know, we cut this is just a stump. We cut this tree down, but the root system is still in there, so it's going to keep growing up over and over and over again until it runs out of energy to be able to produce this. So we're going to let the goats come in and eat away at that stuff until eventually the trees that we don't want, which is in between all these, you know, bigger trees, they give up, they die, the stumps rot, turn into soil, right? It kind of composts itself out here, and we can end up with something that looks a little bit closer to this or this, and not so much where there's still a bunch of, you know, little trees and stuff like that in there. So I wish that I would have seen something like this when I was getting started, thinking, okay, should I get pigs or should I get goats? The answer for me in my situation, both transforming the soil, but I'm also transforming everything really right up to shoulder height. So pig, knee height and down, great at transforming. The goats, knee height, I mean, really they'll eat the grass that's below your knee, but like knee height and up to your shoulder, they'll take good care of that stuff. And at least that's been my experience so far. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful to anyone that's tossing around the idea of pigs versus goats, or maybe both, or, you know, what would work well. And I'll keep you guys posted about how this is going as I'm introducing the goats to these areas. It's gonna be fun. All right, I'm rambling. See you guys next time.